Hello everybody, this is Johnny here bringing you another episode of my Vainglory gameplay. This is going to be a party casual match. Now, I just want to tell you that this party members, I don't really actually know them well personally. Actually, it was LSX2615, as you see on the screen right there. He actually said that he is a fan, so it was really nice of him to come up to me in the game to message me. And he says he wants to play with me. So I was like, hey, okay, awesome, let's play. And while we were queuing for this match, he actually asked me if I was tired of being a roam because he can play anywhere. So he could actually roam for me. And I was like, oh, okay, that's really nice of you. Alright, so in that case, he decides to roam Adagio, as you can see over here. And I will go for the weapon power Vox in the lane. It's very nice of this LSX2615. I'll just call him LXX from here. He's a very nice guy to just come up to me and say hi, and when we want to play a game together. You know, for you guys out there who have added me on my account and been looking for the chance to play with me, I really do look forward to the chance to play with you as well. But sometimes if I do reject you, if I don't reply you, it's probably because I'm trying to do something in the game, either waiting for my guild mates, or waiting for, I was just testing something out, so maybe wasn't actually looking to play. So I do apologize if I'm not been replying to you guys on the game. So I do apologize for that, and I hope to be playing more often in the future with some of the people who have added me because they've seen my YouTube or my Mob Crush. Alright, so here we go. This is the game, and it's gonna start in 3 seconds, and I have Petal in the jungle. It's going to be really awesome against some of the enemy heroes on the other team because it's able to, just kite away from the enemies. I believe we have a Crawl in the enemy team, so having a Petal once again is going to help us a lot to deal with that Crawl. Alright, so here we go. I'm in lane. I should be up against a Scarf, if I'm not wrong. Scarf is hiding somewhere. You will find out where. There you go, there he is, waiting for the last hit right there, as usual. Oh, this Scarf really hurts. You can see right over here, I try to go in for a minion, but I'm already down to half health because of the Fan Flames, and I'm just really low right now. I mean, not low, but at least I need to be very careful while I go in for my farm. So yeah, it's gonna be, I think generally you just have to be really careful not to be hit by that Spitfire, which I was kind of wondering, why did I get hit by the previous one just now, because I obviously was out of the hitbox, but somehow or another I still got hit, so I'm not really sure how that happened. Anyway, so here I am just gonna try to clear my farm in lane as quickly as possible because as I can see, my junglers are fighting, and if Scarf is able to clear his farm first, he will probably join them, and this, it might tilt the fight in their favor. So I don't want that to happen. I want to be able to keep up in terms of clearing the farm as quickly as Scarf. Otherwise, rotation is going to be a very difficult thing for me. I don't know why Petal is all the way there alone. Adagio might be joining him soon. I think, yeah, they should definitely stick together right now because Crawl, man, he can really be quite strong one-on-one, so be careful. Ouch! I kind of sonic zoomed into that Spitfire again. Okay, well, I really should stop trying to get burned here. Alright, so there they are. The enemy junglers are all here. As you can see, I try to kite away from Crawl. Unfortunately, Kral managed to catch up with me with his Deadman's Rush, and on top of that, Adagio gave him the buff, and that's why you saw a huge burst in damage on me, and I was like, oh man, usually in normal situations I'll be able to kite the Kral, well, somewhat, because especially he doesn't have his sword toss and all that, so I should be able to take him on, but anyway, my jungle is under a lot of pressure right now. I decided not to go to jungle, instead of going back to lane to try to clear the wave over here. There's lots of money to be taken, so I do not want to miss out on any of that. So yeah, I have to be careful where Scarf is. I don't see Scarf or any of the enemy junglers. They could be hanging out at my jungle, so I have to be very careful. I mean, at the bush just down here. Alright, so I'm just gonna put a scout trap here. and just carry on my farming. Man, my farm is super bad right now. I mean, partly because I died earlier on, and that's why I'm so behind in farm. So I can see my junglers, if you can see from the minimap, my junglers are trying to harass the enemy junglers, which is actually a good thing because, like I said, Petal versus Crawl, chances are you might win. And I think comparing the two heroes, early game Petal is slightly stronger, so that's actually a good fight for them. I'm gonna try to join them down here. Unfortunately, I realize I've been too busy farming in lane and I have totally just missed the party here. I made at least I made Crawl step on that scout trap right there. He's gonna be quite low right now. But now I can see the enemies turning their attention to me, and now I have to get out of there. And then they turn attention back to Petal again, and I have to go back in there again. So you can see me here, and I'm just gonna try to kite away from Crawl. They're not gonna engage me here. Now look at this, I actually go to the right of the bush instead of going back towards my turret because I know that most likely that Scarf will either blow a Spitfire or put the goop towards the direction of the turret. So I decided to just juke him a little bit. Otherwise, it was going to be a bit of a problem. Oh no. He timed that Spitfire really well, I must say. Trying to hit me just as I was trying to come in for the minion. So that's pretty bad right now. I'm like half health. I have to be very careful with the Spitfires right there. And then try to clear the lane using my resonance. So that he doesn't get this kind of advantage over me. I need to be very careful here. Alright, so... oh no, all my minions are gonna die by the turret. Okay, so luckily for me that my my junglers are coming up to help me out here. So I'm able to clear faster and relieve the pressure a little bit in lane. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, so let's see. They're all trying to go in together for Scarf. Now check this out. This team fight. I think I will be heading towards the top bush to kind of like no, not maybe not. Am I? No, I wasn't. Okay, sorry. Maybe not this fight. It was some other fight somewhere. Later on, we'll see that one. All right. So I'm gonna get some more items. I got 1,000 plus gold, and I'm gonna build towards my Sorrow Blade as usual. And also here, I'm just gonna try to get more attack speed because I find it very hard to start a step with Vox these days. I need a bit more. Attack speed right there. Okay, so here we go. Most likely going for another team fight right here in the jungle. Petal doing her best to try to, you know, hit the enemies from a distance. I decide, okay, time to go in. Crawl goes in for Petal, so we start kiting the Crawl, who is really low, not able to die right just yet. And now it's, as you can see, the Scarf uses his Dragon Breath, and now I'm gonna try to kite away. Adagio and Scarf are really low. I'm just gonna hide in this bush over here as Crawl comes up here, and I'm gonna just try to kite him. And yeah, we're able to finish him off because he actually just face checked the bush, not knowing if he was still there. So we managed to take him out there. I'm really low on energy, really low on health. I kind of need to get out somewhere safe. Okay, so I see that Adagio's coming in. So I say, okay, let's go get Adagio right here. Adagio does apply the burn to me, and I need to get out. Ooh, really close. Almost dying there. And I'm just gonna pop my potion just in case that burn actually takes me out. So, but unfortunately for me, it doesn't. I go back to base, and I'm gonna build some more items towards my Sorrow Blade. And let's see, yeah, more potions, because for, you know, a WP weapon-powered Vox, you don't get the kind of energy that you have from having a CP Vox instead. You don't usually buy the battery and stuff like that. So I'm buying more potions to make sure I get enough energy, and also in times of emergency, I can use it for health. Alright, so back to lane. Doing some farming right here. I see Scarf trying to be annoying again. As usual, that's what Scarfs do. Nice. Managed to dodge that one. And yeah, okay, so now I can push the minions towards him, and now I can go down to help my junglers in the fight if they are going for one. They seem quite poised to go for one right now, so I'm just gonna try to go in here, and yeah, we finish off the Adagio, which puts us in a very good position because now Crawl and Scarf are separated. It's time for us to try to go in for Crawl. and we do Dragon's Breath coming out here, I'm gonna just skirt around the side to the back of Scarf and just keep on doing the damage onto him, and we're able to take him out as well. So now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna start the gold mine here. Usually we would prefer to have our roam hero here, but that's okay. I'll take in the damage for now. We should be able to clear this gold miner as quickly as possible before I die, at least. Okay, and I'm gonna get myself the Sorrow Blade. There you go. Next thing I want to build towards from here on is going to be the critical damage in terms of getting a Tyrant's Monocle. Yeah, so that's the usual build for a Weapon Power Vox. Now, you know that I play Vox quite often, and you might be thinking, sometimes I play Weapon, sometimes I play Crystal, and if you ask me, which one do I prefer? I would usually, back then, give you a straight out answer, and that is CP. However, in recent times that I do play Weapon Power Vox, I like it that how my single target damage is insane, especially when I'm more built up with my Tyrant's Monocle and my Sorrow Blade. I realize that every time I do my Sonic Zoom onto a particular hero, I can literally see the health bar, you know, going down quite a lot. If you were to play CP Vox, you won't get that kind of power till much later, if at all. Sometimes you may not even get to the end game. Anyway, here's the fight. As you can see, I throw down my ultimate, and then we finish off the Kral before he can finish off our Adagio. So that's really good for us right there. We managed to catch the two Adagio and Kral right there with my ultimate. And now you can see that they're poking away at me. I had to be very careful here. Fortunately, none of us... Oh, Petal is really low, as you can see. Petal's trying to get Scarf, but he pays the price instead. I think that was... well, she was trying to dive. Unfortunately, Adagio or myself weren't on the same page. So, well, got killed there. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to put some damage down onto Adagio there. Well, nothing to be done there. But now we have to be very careful because they're just right behind us. They've thrown a flare into that bush. All three of them are there. And, well, my Adagio gets killed. So it's now time for me to get out of there and just focus back on lane. Here's where I can get some money. I don't have to be there. There's no need to fight. So I'm just gonna keep on getting the money right over here in lane. So as I was saying, guys, I like Weapon Power Vox now quite a lot because of the immediate damage I can deal to enemies. They don't have to be clustered up like that in order for me to do the damage. Because for CP, it's more beneficial if everybody were all grouped up together, and that's where your abilities and your damage as a CP Vox will really shine. Unfortunately, sometimes you don't really get the kind of situation where you get all three enemies together, or even two for that matter. Sometimes they like to split up, knowing that you are a Vox. Some heroes actually know better to split up, so you may not get that chance, I would say, to deal that kind of damage. So Weapon Power Vox seems really cool in that sense, that I can actually just really do a lot of damage. Paired up with an Adagio, man. Trust me, man, I've tried Adagio and Vox, a Weapon Power Vox combination. Oh, it is insane. It is so what do you call that? High in damage. It's crazy. Alright, so as you can see, Petal over here doing very well, I must say, in taking out the Kral there, even though being outnumbered. So right now what I'm gonna do is gonna build some armor for that Kral. Yeah, just to make myself a little bit tankier, because, you know, Vox, personally, he's very squishy, so you just need to make sure that you just watch yourself, especially when these enemies can just dive right at you. You need something to sustain the initial burst of damage. So there we go, we've got the turret, and I think we are, I don't know, we're gonna try going for the gold mine. No, they flare into the bush, so we have to be really careful here. Are they gonna try to hit us here? Okay, Scarf blows a Spitfire into the bush. We said, okay, maybe this is not a good spot to fight. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna go to the shop. I'm gonna get some nothing I can get right now, actually. I'm still gonna save my money for the Tyrant's Monocle. I am not going to buy a Tornado Trigger. Instead, I'll just go for straight out critical damage through the Tyrants. Yeah, so back into lane. Just gonna get the money. I like how I don't have to go too far for my farm. It's like every time I rotate down, by the time I come back, the farm's all right there. Anyway, as you can see, there's a fight going on here in jungle, and I'm going in with my ultimate once again, connecting both Kral and Adagio, and here we're able to finish off the Kral just before he kills off my petal, and now we're just gonna go into the jungle to pressure the Scarf if possible. Okay, so I'm gonna just get... Okay, I can't really buy my Tyrants yet, so I am going to save my money. I'm going to get myself a kinetic shield, just so that I can be a bit more tankier against the Scarf, because Scarf, towards the late game, he's going to be a monster in terms of his damage. So I really need to just protect myself a little bit. Time for me to get a... let's see, what do I get? What do I get? I'm still waiting, to be honest, to get my Tyrants. And I'm going to go to lane. I tell my teammates to be careful because I don't want this minions to go to waste. This is a lot of money here, and Vox really needs his money to get his items, so I don't want to miss out on all this. And it's not as though I'm having the most... I'm not having the greatest of farm so far. Okay, here comes another fight. This is not going to be so much in our favor now. As you can see, our Adagio is getting very low. And I decide maybe we shouldn't fight. It's really tough here. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna go and try to pressure them from this angle. I go to the shop and I buy a potion, but as you can see, Kral already stunned the petal, and I'm going to just try to... Yeah, as you can see, I've been buffed by Adagio, and so because Adagio buffed me, I was able to do so much damage to all three of them. And they didn't even have to be grouped up together. So good job by LSX for giving me the buff right there. That really helped me a lot to just... You saw it for yourself, guys. The moment I got my energy back, I applied my resonance on all three of them, and I was just hitting like a truck. And here we are, just taking the Kraken, of course, since we have the ace, we have the advantage. We're just going to go for it. Alright, so... gonna get myself some more defense because I'm not in a rush to get a tornado trigger right now. It's more important that I can stay alive long enough in fights rather than actually having faster attack speed. Alright, so the Kral is on my trail. I intend to go back in, and there they are again. I need to kite out of there. I use my boots, run away from Kral, and while Kral is attacking the Munyon, I'm attacking him. I use my ultimate and I kite backwards, finishing him off. Petal, on the other hand, is then killed by Adagio. Now it's time for us to go in for Scarf. I'm trying my best to... I do make the mistake of standing in the group. That's why I get a lot of damage, and the Adagio's ultimate as well. Actually, it was Scarf's burn that killed me last. So yeah, I've been killed there. But the good thing is that our Adagio has more health than the other Adagio and can probably push them back. But I do warn him because the enemies will be up in just like, in fact now. So I told him don't go there. It's not worth it because if you die, then we're gonna be the one who has less people. Just let the Kraken do his thing. If he dies, he dies. That's too bad. But the good thing is, just now when we had the team fight, they ignored the Kraken, and Kraken was then able to take down one turret already. So that's a good thing for us. Alright, so back to the action here. My Adagio is really far away. I'm just going to try to warn him not to stay there too long because the enemies are all up. We should, at this point in time, all group up together and wait for the next fight. So don't worry guys, the next team fight is coming up very soon. I'm going to go infused. As you can see right here, I'm double infused and waiting for the next time to fight. I'm just wondering where they are, just staying in the bush so that I can get some vision around the area. And well, nothing going on so far, so I'm just gonna start farming here and wait for the next fight. As you can see, I see the Spitfire coming out from that angle, so it tells us they're all there. And then, as you will see over here, Kral comes out from this bush over here trying to ambush us. Fortunately, I didn't get hit by his sword, and now it's time for us to push for the fight. I go in, I try to use my ultimate. Unfortunately, not connecting the second wave of my ultimate. And as you can see here, I step over the goop and I'm burning really badly. I need to get out. I'm so low in health. And I just need to stay back here. And yeah, so fortunately I didn't die there. And I'm just gonna go replenish. Oh, I'm gonna go back to base, I think. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go back to base. I don't want to die here. Petal should definitely do the same. Petal, don't die. Okay, so back to base. I'm just gonna replenish my health. Nothing I can buy right now. I'm gonna save my money for the tornado trigger if I can, or maybe even boots. No, I don't get boots in the end. Okay, so we're all safe. As you can see, Petal managed to port back, and now we're going to wait for the next fight again. However, I do want to fight soon. My infusions are, well, sort of running out. So I really need, if I want to fight, I fight now. If not, we're gonna have to wait for the next time I buy my infusions. Okay, I'm just gonna let the lane push, because that's what you always want to do, especially when the enemy has no more turrets all the way to the base. If you keep pushing the lane, the enemies will have no chance. Even if they ace you, they will take a long time before they can push back towards your base, because all the minions will be pushed that way. So that's a good thing. Now we're just gonna hang around in this bush. I am double infused again, and time to rock and roll. We see them right over there. Adagio comes close. We're just gonna try to deal some damage. I've been buffed, so I'm gonna try to go in for this Adagio. Ooh, nice sword toss there by the Corral, and I need to just run away here. I'm been smited, but fortunately I'm not dead yet. Now it's just Petal and myself. I go into my ultimate, trying to catch the both of them there. However, as you can see, I'm taking so much damage from both the Adagio and the Scarf because of their burns, in that sense. So I need to get out. I decide to port back right over here, and I tell Petal to be careful, and I was like very worried for Petal at this point in time. She was like, oh no, please don't die, we need you alive. So what I do is I quickly just get my health back as much as possible, and then I see Petal still alive. That's a good thing. So I just want to chase after Petal to just try to help her out. And here I am, I go in, apply resonance, and then my ultimate onto Scarf. I just keep targeting Scarf right here, finish him within a few hits, and now it's time for me to take out the Adagio, which is awesome stuff. Now we can definitely push for a win by either going for the Kraken right now. I think that's what they intend to do. Yep, that's right. So Petal signals to me to take out the Kraken. So okay, we're just gonna do that. We can see Kral right there at the top of the map. He is quite far away from us, so we can just safely try to take the Kraken. But if he were to come down, we're gonna turn our attention to Kral to finish him off. But the damage on the the Kraken is really good, so we're able to just take the Kraken cleanly without any disturbance. And here I'm just going to try to infuse one more time, and let's go. But you see that Petal is being attacked by Kral right over here at their minion mine, so I go in to help the Petal, and look at the damage due to the infusions and my items and whatnot. And I actually find out later on that Kral is not defending against me, so that was that's probably why I'm able to finish him off so quickly. Here we go. We're gonna try to fight these two over here. We, after all, have the advantage in numbers, and we're just going to try to go for the turret, not wasting any time on anything else. Just objectives first, because Kraken's really healthy. We want to go in to just finish up the crystal. At least at this rate, we know we definitely get the crystal with the Kraken so healthy. And now, yeah, it's GG at this point in time. Great job by all my teammates, the Petal and LSX, who was playing the role Adagio. They gave me the he gave me the buff at the right times, and you know, overall well played. So 14 kills by me, 3 deaths and 5 assists. Not too bad, I must say. I got quite a lot of gold because of the kills, not because of my farm, which I definitely lost out quite a lot to Scarf, but I still got more gold than him because of how many kills I got. So those are the builds, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this video of Weapon Powered Vox. I'm really starting to like Weapon Powered Vox now. It might be my favorite on top of CP Vox, so I don't know yet. I can't really make that decision right now, but let me know what you guys think about, well, weapon power versus CP Vox, and I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, well, be awesome and stay awesome. Bye bye.